5,960 pounds. Old Keystone Bobcat 293 bunkhouse. This is actually the predecessor to what became known as the Cougar. The Bobcat was actually kind of Cougar's original name. This has had very little towing experience. It's been mostly park kept in northern Indiana, only about 20 minutes away from here, which is where it was also originally purchased, is my understanding. You know, very half-ton towable, big super slide for rainy days, private front bedroom, and a really interesting private bed, bath, and storage area in the back. Now, she's not perfect, she's not flawless, but this is also not going to be the single most expensive used travel trailer that we'll have on the lot today. Pretty neat thing I discovered here, with that middle bedroom entry door, when the super slide is fully retracted, as it is currently, you can very easily navigate this RV. If you want to get back to the bunkhouse, to the bathroom, to every single square ounce of the storage, you can. And this is what's known as turtle friendly in the RV business. I don't know if that's even like an industry term or just some wacky thing that I threw out there one time. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's had a couple glitches that we'll get to in a very brief period here. But really, it needs cleaned. That's like the worst I can say about it. Now, there's definitely going to be someone watching this going, well, yeah, why don't you guys do that? And we absolutely can, and ideally we would like to. But with the volume of sales that we handle, we do not have the ability to run every single new arrival through our detail bay. That is often very occupied on the schedule by the folks who are buying new RVs here at Haylett RV. And we take those RVs and give them an in and out cleaning every time we sell a new RV at no additional charge to you customers. So sometimes that means that a used one comes in, and I would like it to look prettier on camera, but I haven't been able to get to it necessarily. Now, there's a chance that before you take this home, we'll have done that. But at the time of this filming, it recently just arrived from the previous owners. That hasn't happened yet. Super slide here. All the seating will fold down in bonus sleeping, and there is storage below it. And the windows all the way around the slide also open for airflow, including those very popular slide side breeze windows. Down here in the corner, there has been a measure of water penetration. And I can feel a soft spot down there in the corner, and you can see the discoloration. Now, if that's a deal breaker for you, I 100% fully respect and understand that. That's why I go ahead and talk about the elephants in the room. I don't hide defects on used RVs here at Haylett RV. I make sure that you folks know exactly what you're getting into. Similarly, you might have noticed how there has been some cold cracking on this floor just due to the really cold Midwestern weather that we can tend to experience in southern Michigan, northern Indiana. That's there. We take stuff like that into account. We are not asking full suggested book value for a used camper like this with these kind of things. So we do try to be fair, but we also try to be fair to you and make sure that you know exactly what you're getting into before you even have to call, guys, before you go driving all the way here. Nice kitchen pantry setup, and really, I think the best way I could describe this one was this was a Fleetwood fighter. This was made back when Fleetwood was still doing pretty good in the RV business, and the Bobcat was their attempt to take on the Fleetwood Prowler. Prowler came first. It was the first big cat on the market. And then came the Bobcat, and later the Cougar and the Wildcat and the Pumas and all these other things. Those are all reflexive actions performed by manufacturers trying to chase the Fleetwood Prowler's success. And through it all, it was the Keystone Cougar, which this laid the groundwork for, that ended up being the one that knocked Prowler off of its throne, effectively. So big, wide open, either closet, linen cabinet. They added some shelving in here, whatever you want it to be. Very handy. Rear bathroom is simple but effective. You'll notice a whole bunch of bars of Irish Spring and some dryer sheets thrown around inside of here. That is a very inexpensive and surprisingly effective method at keeping things like mice and critters out of your camper when it is in winter storage here in the Midwest. It's a funny thing that seems to work well. I assume it has something to do with the scent. I've never really looked into the science as to why. I just know that it does tend to work. And again, there is some cold cracking on the floor. Did you notice over here in the bunks, though? Very interesting 1, 2, 3 single bunk setup. Very handy. You know, it's an alternative to a very common, triple or quad bunk. Also, there is a, where's the handle? Well, it's locked. It's in the travel position. There's a sliding privacy door for this right here. So there's a door, not just a curtain for that. We do have central air in the ceiling. We do have central heat in the floor. Again, camper needs cleaned. I fully recognize that. I would certainly rather it be in a lot prettier shape before I capture visual-based footage like this for you. But it is what it is, and sometimes the show must go on. I am impressed that all those original owner's manuals are still there, though. That's pretty cool. This was made before entertainment centers were a main fixture in campers, so if you choose to add a little TV, this is the little corner where it was kind of designated for. Kind of like the bunk room, there is a sliding privacy door here for our front bedroom, and that weather shield could open on that front window to make this look and feel larger, but it accomplishes all the bare necessities. You got your cross breeze windows, your dual hanging closets, walk around. This would be a short queen back when this was built versus the Cougars today. They have a king, a 70x80 king in them. So it's really crazy seeing where Cougar was and how it started versus where they are today. Wow. Just like the inside, the outside, it's okay. Is it flawless? No. Is it trashed? No. It's okay. You've got a very large pass-through storage up here, though. Holy crap. This is nothing to sneeze at. I don't know why you'd ever sneeze at storage, but if you did, that would not be storage you'd sneeze at. Spare tire cover there, kind of bundled up. Evidently, they mostly had that taken off, which the spare tire looks good, so I'm guessing it was on there for a while. Not sure. Mentioned it inside, but you do have that front weather shield over that front window. It'll make the bedroom open right up, look and feel bigger. You can see up top there are some Max Air roof vent covers in place on this thing so that you can keep some vents open on a rainy day. And I think I just saw something. No. Well, maybe. Okay. It looks like below that rain gutter, if you get in the right light, it looks like there is a bit of a vertical D-lam right there, and given its pattern, it does lead me to believe that at some point there was a front termination strip seam failure, which is jazzy, fancy, flowery talk for this thing had a leak at some point as far as I can tell. It doesn't look like it's current, but it does look like it had something. So I kind of have the sense that this RV is one that has been maintained reactively rather than proactively. It's not that the folks weren't willing to fix stuff. It just appears that they started to fix things after something had already gone wrong versus proactively doing a little bit of, cleaning, maintenance, that kind of thing. Not necessarily the end of the world kind of stuff, but it's there and you deserve to know about it. So the spare tire again looks good. The main tires look okay, but I'm going to estimate that due to age, they're probably about time to age out if they haven't already. So that's something you want to keep in mind. If you plan to just park it, the current tires are fine. If you're wanting to go here and there, towing like crazy, you might consider swapping out the tires. This was made before. Common travel trailers like this had enclosed heated bellies, so keep that in mind. And I've made no secret about the fact that there's some cosmetic stuff going on here, but it's a little more obvious as I get up front to it. Decals have certainly seen better days, but again, we try to be fair and we take things like that into account when we start applying price tags here at Haylett RV. So my takeaway from this, here's what I think. If you've never had an RV and you want to try it for a year, you got maybe a half-ton pickup, or you're tired of the old pop-up or something like that, this would be a low-dollar way to get you a slide-out bunkhouse within the half-ton towability realm. Now, this thing's old enough and in its current condition, as long as you maintain its current condition, you're not going to lose your pants if you swap out of this thing and upgrade to a new RV next year if you like camping. So that's kind of my 2 cents. It's an okay, serviceable, casual camper, and it could be a way for you to just sort of dip your toes in the pond versus dive head first, neck deep into RVing if you don't know if you like it yet. But that's just my 2 cents. I don't know. Just because that's what I think doesn't mean that's what's gospel. Form your own opinions, guys. I'm just trying to give you fair information to make those decisions. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.